Welcome back to your Eastern European DPC broadcast as we move into our second series of the day with BetBoom taking on Team Spirit and Trent. This is a big one. Both of them major level teams, both of them top 1 and 2 of their region last tour, and both of them did pretty poorly at the major, all things considered.
Yeah, I mean, some people, definitely not me, had BetBoom in their top 4. I thought they did really well. It was me. Spoiler alert.
It was me as well.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Now, the team has since said, I believe, and at the major themselves said they were quite ill on a couple players, particularly Pure, I believe, was extremely ill and not able to really perform. And they're still confident in their abilities and their team. And it is just a minor setback to eventual glory.
I'm sorry, I'm being attacked by a cat. she couldn't decide if she wanted to be in the room, out of the room, at my feet. Now she's attacking my feet. But yeah, we'll be fine. But yeah, the Team Spirit and BetBoom, both very, very solid teams. You know, we've got TI winners, we've got very skilled players.
Does the cat have a Dota name?
No, she doesn't. I wasn't.
They always do.
I wasn't allowed to.
Oh wow!
I can't grab her.
You're gonna lose some cred there.
No, she's called Lilo. I wanted to call her Stitch originally because she's a little gremlin demon, but my girlfriend was like, "No, it has to be a cute name," so we went with Lilo instead.
That's not bad. That's pretty good. It's acceptable. Maybe I'll steal that one for a kid someday. You know.
Yeah, it's a good soft name. I realized Shane got a dog this year as well, and he named his dog Lilo. So it's the year of calling your pet Lilo, apparently.
Very relevant information here. You guys are welcome.
Oh, yes.
Still a very disappointing choice not to use a Dota name, considering everyone just names their dog Luna or Kaya. I feel like those are the big ones. Nova, yeah. A lot of kids named Nova. There's Novas at my kids' daycare. Oh, really? There's also Willows. There's Dota kids. There's a Lena at my kids' daycare. So there's Dota be bopping all over the place right now.
Yeah, I guess Lena's like a normal name, right? It's like Angelina. Shorten it to Lena. Yeah. And anyway, we Dota 2, right? BetBoom and Team Spirit. Very, very strong teams, and early days in the tour, this is the match for them, right? You lose this and you're probably second place. You win it and you're probably first place if all things go as planned later on down the line.
It's similar situation as to what was happening in North America. We've already had the matchup of Shopify versus TSM, which TSM were able to come back from a 1-0 deficit to take the series with the 2 victories in game 2 and game 3, which it just has big implications because you get a little bit of sigh of relief in these situations where there's 3 or 2 top teams, because it's so much better for you moving forward in the season. And to put that pressure now at the beginning of this new-ish patch, it's kind of scary for these teams, especially because Team Spirit, I think this is their first, right? Have they played? Oh wait, no, they did play one, right? They won versus One Move, of course. We were talking about that earlier. So both teams have at least had their warm-up series.
At the very least, yeah. And same story in Western Europe, right? Liquid against Gaming Gladiators.
Yeah.
Liquid lost 0-2 up against them in one of their first series. So definitely having this early days excitement from Tour 2 here in Division 1 for a lot of these top teams. Yeah, definitely excited to see what exactly happens, because after the major, like you said, BetBoom a little disappointed with how things were going, but Toronto Tokyo came out and said, no, we're still going to be training, staying as a squad. We know we've got the skill. Save has been praised recently in Seb's AMA, saying he's someone he looks up to and one of the best players in the world, never mind just in the region. And then Team Spirit after the major, I'm pretty sure their manager was saying that they were looking at maybe moving things around. They didn't make any actual player roster swaps. But you were saying they did actually move someone out.
Yes, it seems like their analyst Sword Art has moved from being their analyst to now coaching Na'Vi. So there you go. Not related to the South American player who often had Sword Art in his name. This is a completely unrelated European, just analyst / coach. So I don't know if was he just clickbaiting, saying there will be changes to get everyone all hyped up, because I think that's what he was doing personally.
And change the analyst.
Everyone's thinking about the team,
Yeah, they're going to get rid of Miposhka. What's going to happen? Is he going to get removed? No, surely not. Collapse.
There would be riots.
Collapse to BetBoom. Oh. Would have been huge.
I was actually thinking about, speaking of Western Europe, how the 2 teams there, because I did a lot of casting for Division 2 in Western Europe in the previous season, whereas Manaspa and Ordu Thunders moved up. They've already faced each other in Western Europe, with Manaspa taking the win. But then Ordu Thunder, speaking of GG, they took the series 2-1. Very impressive stuff, right? Because Western Europe, obviously incredibly highly contested. It's seen as like probably the best region in the world right now with the most like strong teams. So coming from Division 2, winning that, pretty huge. For us today, we're gonna have our 2 teams face off from Division 2 later at the end of today. It's the 3rd series after this one, and that will be Na'Vi versus Hydra, right? So
Cool.
looking forward to that. Hydra already did get a win as well over Darkside. And same with Na'Vi. They've both actually taken down Darkside so far. So they're not at the bottom of the table since they're both currently 1-1.
Poor Darkside.
Yeah. No Ramses, no wins.
No, looking a little sad. Yeah, poor Roger and Seneko. It looks like the team's getting themselves ready in this lobby. We were bang on time. Looks like we are almost there to get draft sorted for game 1 of this best of 3. And what do you reckon here? If everyone's in the mood, in the groove, do you reckon this is going to go game 3?
Oh yeah, 100%. It should. Things I want to see: Toronto Tokyo Clockwork. Possibly Undying. I think if Undying gets left in, he's pretty solid on that. I think Undying, if it was going to keep getting banned, this might be the series for it, because I think both Maposhka and Toronto Tokyo would do pretty well with it. But Clockwork is what I want, because I feel like Toronto Tokyo looked at his best on that and Trent, and with the nerfs to Trent, Clock looks a lot better.
So that's what I was going to ask. Is like, has Trent been hurt that badly by his nerves? We've not really seen him, have we? Throughout
it just feels so sad.
Yeah.
It was good.
Poor little guy. The little guy was so strong in the lane. Like that Trent Lena lane, it was definitely something that had to be nerfed into oblivion, so people never touched it again. Lena
I love how immediately after the patch, I just saw top tier pubs infested with Magic Lena. So I don't know. Maybe we'll get some of those today.
We might. Well, there's the Undying, along with the Enchantress. So a couple of Miposhka heroes taken out very quickly. And Batrider, the choice from Team Spirit early on.
10 seconds.
I guess a pretty solid GPK and Nightfall flex hero. So getting rid of some of those options.
5 seconds remaining.
Are we brood concerns? I feel like it should be for Team Spirit, right? Because they should be banning brood, I would think.
Yeah, I think I'd be much more afraid of a Nightfall brood than a collapse brood.
Yeah. Seems a little strange.
I mean, what are the... you can't really like ban out Pure in the early stages. They get... Oh god, you called...
Damn.
I mean, you called
Respect.
for it.
Respect.
Trent's on the money.
That's
and
crazy.
The brood.
That is insane that they respect Toronto Tokyo's Clockwork more than the brood of Nightfall. I mean, because they know he's picking brood. This is the snap counter pick. They came in ready to play against it, and they're bringing in the beast.
Hell yeah. Do you think they're respecting the strength of his Clockwork, or do you think they're respecting the shallowness of his hero pool as a position 5?
Hey, well, this is a positive stream, all right?
I'm just saying, we saw him play 3 heroes, right? We saw him play Undying, Clock, Treant for like 40 games straight.
I think that the Clockwork just suits him extremely well. I think it just makes a lot of sense if you're willing to run it. I think you can set up so many fights. I think it gives you vision the entire game. I feel like it lets you cheat a little bit at supporting when you're not that great at it. Whoa.
What's going on
Run
there?
it down. Run it down.
Big push time?
I feel like this is going to be save, maybe?
Save Pugner, yeah. But what is Toronto Tokyo's hero going to be? Because you've banned Clock, Treant sucks, and Dying's gone, Encha's gone. You've stolen Rubik.
Sucks.
5 seconds remaining.
Marana?
Oh, that's a good shout. Yeah, maybe Marana comes in.
Let's see. I'll look up his, let's see, Toronto Tokyo or Toronto Tokyo 2. He played some Lich last week. On Smurf 2, he's played a lot of IO. He's been on the grind of IO. He defeated Seb's Bounty Hunter just 13 minutes ago. Wow, okay. This guy, no wonder we're late. Now I figured it out. Yeah. Aha. Busted.
Got him.
5 seconds remaining.
He's been playing some Disruptor. He's on the grind.
Nice.
Yeah.
He's expanding.
He did lose the one tree game he played. It's over. Tree's dead.
No longer best friends with Tree. Lich and IO, my best friends now. Alright, who are we banning? Up against BetBoom. You know, it's Nightfall Brood. I think you're right. It saves Pugner. So we're looking at GPKs, like Storm Spirit, Ember Spirit, something like that.
I'm thinking pure heroes as well, like maybe like the Morphling or the Terror Blade.
Yeah, Morphling's a good shout. There it is.
Who lanes well versus Primal Beast? Because I feel like Morphling would do pretty well,
Oof.
and that just got removed. Who else
Ten
would lane well
spirits
versus this hero?
turn
Because
to
I mean, that's
ban.
pretty important. Oh, they removed the Terrorblade.
It's kind of felt like supports do it more than the carry does, like the Crystal
Yes.
Maidens and Disruptors and stuff like that, right?
I guess Lifestealer.
Hmm.
But again, that's a very commitment pick to go Lifestealers.
Juggernaut, yes.
There you go. Yeah,
10 seconds
we're in there.
Remaining.
Yeah, very much.
I think we
feels
saw
good against.
Weaver a few
Seconds
times. I feel like
remaining.
last season, to used against him with like the bugs and just like spacing because like he can't really trample you.
Yeah, that is a pure hero, isn't it? We saw him
Yeah.
pull that out of the hat a couple of times.
I don't know about the sniper, or the drow. That should be kind of okay. I feel like depending on the pairing, and a lot of it would depend on the supports on both sides.
Like Drow with a gust, just
Yeah,
to push
yeah,
him back. Yeah.
Yeah, just like pushing him back and just like harassing him. But of course, he has uproar,
Dire
so
team ban.
we'll see. Team Spirit will have the first pick into this phase. It'll likely be a Maposhka hero. The Undying's gone.
And it could be Meposhka Rubik, right?
True. Yeah, that's true.
Or you're looking at this as like a Rubik beast. That's your lane.
I just
kind of
like the
situation.
lane. Yeah, I think
10
it's a solid lane.
seconds remaining.
If I wanted a ranged hero though, oh wait, he also plays Hoodwink. That could be kind of cool too. Because people started banning the Hoodwink versus them, if I recall correctly, last season. Because we would just see it picked up instantly in a lot of the drafts.
Oh, so which side are you talking
For
against Team
Team
Spirit?
Spirit, I feel like they were like spamming it.
Mm. That was
Yeah, because
Bet-
Maposhka played it in the first couple games.
Team
Save was it
Spirits
was also
turn
banned
to
against
ban.
BetBoom, right? Because Save was playing a lot of Hoodwink too.
Mm.
Oh, Lash is gone, so that big push, they're trying to just keep that under control a little bit here, make sure it's not an overwhelming amount of tower damage. Maybe also an indication that they're thinking
10
about an
seconds
illusion hero
remaining.
later down the line, the Naga Siren.
Yeah, with the Morphling
PL.
and the Last Track removed. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
like, who
that's
do you want
right.
to-
We have. What did Yadro play so far? We need to. We can cancel out a couple of heroes. All right. So he has played Anti-Mage, he's played
Team
Alchemist, and he's played
Spirits
Morphling.
turn to
So
pick.
we can jump to some new ones. What was it last season? He was only allowed to double up on
Ursa.
Ursa.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think Ursa and maybe Morph he played multiple games on.
Apart from that, it was different every time. And there goes the
10
Storm.
seconds remaining.
So GPK left with still a couple of spirits there as potential.
5 seconds remaining.
But this should now kind of give an indication of where Rubik's going, what your lane's going to be setting up as. This third pick,
Team
like you
pick.
said, probably going to be the
Oh my god, it's
support. It's a
Grimstroke. I
Grim.
almost said it. Oh, why didn't I say it again?
You said it
Oh, I
last. You
could've
said it
had
last series. It counts.
I know, but I had it. I was gonna say because I was like, Grimstroke's kind of okay here, but it's not that great. Except I thought Maposhka would be more into the Hoodwink. Oh,
10 seconds remaining.
boo! I mean, this hero is dead.
Dire
When's the
team
last time y'all saw a Grimstroke? Like this hero is just so ignored. Oh, damn it! I don't even care about sniping heroes in the draft, but Grimstroke would have felt really
Team
good.
Spirits turn to
Wait, what does he give here? He gives Stroke of Fate against Spiderlings. If you
Yeah.
decrypt to save someone, he's got the Phantom's Embrace to like be annoying.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's usually Grimstroke we've seen previously as like a counterpick to Timbersaw or something like that, or against a Luna. You want to be buying Aghanim Scepter, right? Or you have big combos. Are there any big combos here?
I think it's usually
5
leash
seconds
based, but I think
remaining.
in this case it is what you said with the Phantom. I actually think that's crazy. Crazy cool versus Pugna because he's constantly gonna be decrepping, and the Phantom's like untargetable. They won't be able to deal with it, or like they can't attack it or whatever. Pretty cool.
How does Pulverize work with Soulbind? Do you know? Like, do you double pulverize people?
With Soulbind? Oh no, God! I did do some testing on this.
Because so you have double telekinesis, you have double Fade Bolt. That's whatever. You have double
Yeah,
stolen decrep and stuff.
Double Fade
but-
Bolt is really good.
Hmm.
I think
Dire
it doesn't
team
work
back.
because it's channeled. Is that right?
Okay. Because you need to be
think
like
that's how it
holding and.
works. Yeah, I think it doesn't work. If I recall correctly. Oh wait, but it works for Bane, doesn't it? Now I'm not sure.
We'll have to
I'm
find
too scared to
out.
leave the game.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe I'll do it
Well-
anyway. Should I take the risk? I'm taking the risk, guys. I'm doing it.
It's up to you. Your choice.
5 seconds remaining.
Pug for Spirit, so even more leashing and coiling people up. A lot of magic damage into the Brood, the Pugna, so ways to clear out waves, poke at these team fights. Spirit have pretty good initiation and burst damage.
Should have a demo mode laptop while I'm casting. All right. Primal Beast, Ally, Grimstroke. Who should I double pulverize?
Anti-mage.
Any hero, anti-mage. All right.
Yeah.
Just any hero you guys don't like. Okay. Perfect. And how about a Meepo? Because, no one wants to see that guy in your game. All right.
Me
perfect.
who?
Yeah, exactly.
Hoopo?
All right.
Team
We're gonna level
spirits, turn
max.
to
We're gonna
ban.
oh god, I made a bunch of Meepos. This was a poor decision.
Oh, you leveled them up
science.
and you got all the clones. Oh no.
Yeah. All right, I'm gonna pulverize. He's just stunned the whole time. So the Meepo is just also stunned. He doesn't slam. He just stands there like this.
10
And
seconds
he kind of dances.
remaining.
There. Tested.
Interesting. So you
Okay,
do
so
get
it does work.
double control of the
5
pulverize.
seconds remaining.
Yes, they're both controlled and they're both taking the hit as
Dire
well.
team
I
back.
think. Oh, actually, it kind of looks like he's not taking the double damage though.
Curious. Well, we have a Toronto
Yeah,
Tokyo Tiny. He's bringing it back.
Oh, interesting.
At least
Okay.
that's
Yeah.
what it looks like.
Oh, because the damage is only in the AoE. It's not single target based at all. That makes
10
sense. Okay, yeah.
seconds
So you just stun
remaining.
both. Okay.
Okay.
What do I do?
Rejoin
Five
lobby.
seconds
Demo.
remaining.
Exit demo. Quit demo.
Don't quit the game.
Don't quit the game, guys. All right, reconnect. Science. All right, what
Very
happened
good.
while I was gone,
Yay.
guys? Now we know.
Testing complete.
Team
Yeah.
spirits,
Moving on to the
turn
next
information.
stage. Draft ending. SF Monkey Bloodseeker. Why ban Bloodseeker? Are you picking Pango?
That is the first thing that comes to mind. They are probably running. I thought that or Slark, but Slark I think is banned. Yeah, Slark's banned.
He is, yeah.
10 seconds
DP is
remaining.
probably 5, right? Mid tiny.
Oh, okay.
5 seconds remaining.
I think is what's happening here.
Dire team pick.
And then
That could
looking
be
for
cool.
a 1.
Team spirits.
Well, what
turn
is
to
it?
pick.
It's a lone druid.
The bear. Wow.
That is a lot
Okay.
of, again, back to this pushing. It's a lot of push. Brood, Pugna, DP, and now a lone druid. If
That's
they can
crazy.
like win a team fight with a tiny blink toss, like not even a team fight, get a kill. Blink toss into a bit of damage, push towers, map gets small, and Team Spirit kind of reliant on this,
5 seconds
build
remaining.
up of levels and items with the puck getting blink and Witchblade. The Primal Beast needs timings with his BKB and his potential blink dagger.
It's
Grim and
coming.
Rubik very level dependent.
It's troll. It's Yadoro troll.
Is it?
He has to fight. It's either that or the bear. I think the bear looks kind of all right. Bear versus bear. I can get down. The D crab is really annoying, but that's applies to, like every carry anyway. Maybe troll's better because the eggs. That's kind of cool.
Oh,
Select
Bristleback.
your heroes.
Ooh,
Okay.
spicy. All
Tanky
right.
boy.
Definitely a classic hero versus mega push, and it is the Toronto Tokyo Tiny. All right, never mind. I thought they would try and run it like a like GPK because he loves that that mid tiny, and he would just be like the initiator. But the this is like way faster tempo, going like straight up just mid DP. Plus the DP has like it's not as good versus Bristleback as it used to be, but it's still strong. Because there's no percent. Is there a talent for percent base for DP now? I think there is. Let's see.
No
Am I
idea.
crazy? No, it's only plus damage. That's right. Oh yeah, and it got moved to the 20 as well. Oof. The plus 30 spirit damage siphon, and then obviously there's no percent based anymore. So that was the main reason why it was pretty nasty previously.
Yeah, Yatoro is going to be incredibly annoying this game. And they've got Primal Beast, Bristleback, Unkillable Heroes, Slippery Puck with a severe lack of control on BetBoom. Like, they're very good at jumping, catching one hero, then turning that into a tower push. But these kind of extended team fights, they're very reliant on just raw damage from DP and the bear. I like that Bristle from Team Spirit. I didn't like their 4 heroes against the 5 of BetBoom, but that Bristleback is like made it a 50-50 for me.
Yeah. Oh my God, Claps is 18-2 in his last 20 matches of Primal Beast. Jesus.
He's huge as well. Yeah, before we get
Wow.
ourselves into game 1, we do have a message from our sponsors, so see you in a sec.
Bets on esports, bets on streamers, impressive bonus system. Welcome bonus up to $600, cashback, artifacts, regular promotions, daily giveaways. Try yourself as a bookmaker. Great lines. EGB.com, more than just a bookmaker.
And we're back. A little bit of a pause just before we get ourselves started with game one. I mean, I think it's kind of 50-50. I like the Bristleback. He's one of my favorite heroes because I play a lot of Overthrow and Turbo and stuff like that.
Oh, that explains it.
Yeah, playing Overthrow with Bristleback is a lot of fun. But what are your thoughts, draft on draft?
Definitely a Bristle hater.
Oh.
Usually, but when the enemy is pretty committed to push, it can be very strong. So I do like that. They also don't have the best options for break, so that's pretty solid.
Love Druid Silver Edge. Let's go.
Yeah, overall, though, still a bit of a hater. I feel like the hero really needs ancient stacks, and I think that's going to be difficult to control in this game. Because like there's going to be Brood on one half of the map, and then the other heroes are able to sort of control that space. I also think it's harder to play off of the Radiant Ancients than the Dire ones. So I feel like he's in for a bit of a hard game.
Yeah, it might be difficult. I'm a big fan of this top lane for Spirit, though. Collapse and Mirror, sorry, the Ink Swell on the Primal Beast. Gonna give him so much active ability to play aggressively.
I think this is one of those combos that people thought of like right away, right? Because it's just like, oh, he's just on top of heroes, and then if I can get a stun after, and then like maybe into a pulverizer immediately following, it's crazy.
Is the Shard gonna give him anything super here? The Dispel, it's not amazing, I guess. But having that heal is going to be huge. The Grimstroke Shard, sorry.
Yeah, pretty solid. Speaking of shards, that is the big thing with Lone Druid. That's why you're seeing him a lot in top tier pubs right now. Is a lot of it is just based off of that shard being extremely strong. Trying to get at an earlier timing. It's just a big accelerant on the hero.
It's always surprising like how much it does.
Yeah, and it's for all your allies
speed,
too.
Allies, speed, movement speed. Yeah, it's really good.
Like 20% movement speed and 60 bonus attack speed for everyone around you is crazy.
Yeah, for 5 seconds.
Excalibur has played 23 matches of Lone Druid in the past 8 days. Shouts out.
He knows what's up.
That's a lot of Lone Druid. Pure Smurf won a game with no one 1 hour ago as Lone Druid. So there you go. And his only recorded item on the bear or on the main hero was Shard.
Really?
Yeah.
Didn't bother with boots or wraith bands or branches.
Apparently not.
Just Shard. Sell everything else. Well, we'll get ourselves into these lanes where we do have the Toronto Tokyo Tiny with that pure Lone Druid. Grimstroke and Primal Beast, pretty hefty combo, especially once they get up to level 2, level 3. They can get on top of the Lone Druid himself, ignore the bear. And they're pretty good at, they're pretty good at securing CS, but Mirror missed out on the range creep, unfortunately. Well, in that mid lane, GPK against Lal. DP against Puck, a matchup I've not seen in like years now, it feels like.
Yeah, what is this hero doing mid? What?
DP mid,
Are you allowed here anymore?
Don't mind me.
Yep, she's been relegated to the safe lane, either through support or position 1, or the off lane. She's not chilling here much anymore. So it's I mean that's the matchup, right? Phase shifts and Crypt Swarms.
Yeah, spam out, push waves, Orb and Swarm. Puck's probably going to have the rune control advantage ever so slightly. We'll see how it goes down the line. Right now, Puck out ahead by a couple of CS. I was keeping my eyes up on top. They brought the first bear down low, so already forcing a resummon out of Pure. And that final lane down at bottom, of course, Yathro and Miposhka, Bristle and Rubik. Brood and Pugna lane. Yeah. Seems very oppressive the first couple of levels from BetBoom, but like I've been saying with the Bristleback, once he gets that Ring of Health, gets a bit tankier, things get easier.
Yeah, sticks on sticks on sticks on sticks here. Everyone's going to have a little pop in action here as we're spamming from both sides, really. As Save just keeps him coming. He's like a Crystal Maiden, where you're looking for those big value double nukes. So Yadro and Miposhka trying to keep the proper spacing. But he's so fast on Pugna. What a nuisance. He's 330 move speed with no boots. And so he can just always out-trade Miposhka.
Yeah, just back and forth, poking and prodding. Blasting away, Yathro. Yeah, right, these sticks getting a lot of value.
And he went for the Nether Ward too, instead of the decrep. Because like there's a kind of a chance you get a kill with decrep, I feel like, if like Miposhka, because he's running low on regen. And he does have a courier coming with 6 tangos, thankfully not picked off. That would have been disastrous. But the Netherward's doing work.
I mean, they're on Yatoro. A few more hits here is going to kill him. Save gets the first blood. Telekinesis is there, but the turnaround. Miposhka will at least trade 1 for 1. That means Save gets a ton more regen, can TP down to bottom lane.
Okay.
Accidental pause, I guess. Oh, or not.
Accidental unpause, I think. Yeah. Ready. Yeah, maybe you're right. Might have been accidental pause.
Everyone's trying to
Found
pause
that
and
on
resume
a
at
key
the
that
same.
was a little too close, you know.
Spacebar pause
Yeah,
button. Oopsie daisy. I still yet to see Toronto Tokyo get into position here to play too much. He's not gone toss yet. Avalanche and the tree grab just to try and trade hits with Mira. So no tower tossing from the Tiny. Try and keep the Lone Druid protected. But this is where Spirit, they've hit level 3. Feels like they should be playing aggressively. Just want to try and drag the wave a little further away from that dire tier 1.
A prize.
Lone Druid can be very susceptible to getting dived upon. The great thing about having a bear just to tank up the creep waves and drag it. Put
Yeah,
yourself in
not a
good
whole lot
position.
of heroes that can bully a Lone Druid. Definitely what the hero was best at in his heyday. Just like completely free lane. It does find a lot of damage. Some slightly off the mark micro, I would say, from Pure there. The Collab's noticing that. Just goes for a little punish with the damage. Forces the resummon out, though, so not a huge loss. It's back.
Yeah, does chuck him around. But here's another Ink Swell. Onslaught not going to work out for them. I'm not sure what was going on there. Everyone's having some troubles. Pure microing his bear and hero incorrectly now. Collapse having some difficulties.
Someone's missing a skill or something here.
Things
A lot of issues with the quick cast stuff since the update, so I think there's a good chance that if you're playing a new hero, there's a chance that like there might not be a bind there right now. I mean, who's playing Grimstroke? So yeah, it's not like he's been pumping his Grim up. I don't think.
We're having some struggles. Like collapse and some difficulties with Onslaught and like cancelled it too soon.
Yeah.
Wanted to go a little bit deeper. Yatoro. Oh, trouble for him. Out of regen, it looks like. Gonna need Miposhka to hand over some tangos. Yeah, Rubik was pulling, and it's one of those situations where Bristleback was a little too far out for his own good.
Yeah, he's tanky, but at level 3, it's only a 16% damage reduction, assuming you're doing the normal build of only having a single point passive.
Does he die here? Wraparound from save. They've got this Silken Bowler on Yatoro, spamming out the Quill Spray. Save gonna die first. It looks like no. Yatoro falls in the decrypt. Oh, save. He's out of there, safe and sound.
This guy's the Pugna master. Him and Ari, big position 4 Pugna spammers.
Very good at it.
So, yeah, knows how to push the limits. And again, it's the movement speed too. That's what you abuse on this hero to get all these little plays. And bad lane on a Bristle is not great. Again, it all comes down to the Ancients. Mira's starting to just stack up the hard camp for now. Wants to make sure he's there for the rune. Nice, got it.
Well, we'll take it under the nose of Toronto Tokyo. Yeah, the fact that your Bristle isn't doing great and Nightfall's Broodmother is starting to pick up the pace very quickly. 12 denies. Still pressuring back the Bristleback just in a 1v1.
Is under attack.
Oh, Pure gonna send his bear back to base. Has he got any good juicy items on it? Blightstone, Blades of Attack, Gloves of Haste. There's the phase boots completed. The bear pretty damn strong now. If they can get on top of the Grimstroke, Mira with 800 HP could die pretty quickly. Toronto Tokyo's gonna cut the tree. Silence comes. Collapse on top of the Lone Druid. The Savage Roar, the counter to the Primal Beast. Toronto Tokyo still reasonably tanky. Gets the toss back onto tower, and Mira in danger now. Entangling Claws, they come in time. Pure will have the damage to shred through the Grimstroke. Collapse can't get any collateral damage onto Toronto Tokyo either.
That's really bad because like for Team Spirit right now, you're kind of hoping that the enemy goes on you. Like you want to be fighting near your towers because Puck is waiting to rotate mid. Like Laryl's just like chilling, but look where Bristle's playing, and then look where Primal Beast is playing, and so there's just like no opportunities right now for Laryl to get those like quick picks and get back out unless he goes for an extended like smoke move. But GBK keeps forcing in the wave, and so there's never any mysteries to where Laryl is.
Yeah, and hasn't really been able to get these runes early on. They're on top of Save though. Eposhka, Mira, land the stuns they needed to kill the Pugna. And GPK, and the ghost still flowing, wants to get something. He can kill off Miposhka here, maybe. Or maybe not. Put an end to the push.
Around.
Oh, so he is.
He checks the high ground there with a fire out of the Stroke of Fate.
Yeah, it looked like it could have been a lot of damage on that mid-tier 1. With everybody going into mid lane. Gets about 500 damage on it. The first Exo not getting a kill feels kind of bad, though.
Hey, Mira's sending out the courier with just wards. So he's not bringing any regen to himself, despite being at 300 HP. I guess he has 6. Oh, he runs to the the flag barricade. All right, never mind. This is good. This is a good play.
And the solitary mango.
Yeah. All right, I'm a scrub.
Meanwhile, Collapse. Where are you going, buddy? Oh, onslaught to high ground. TP away. Toronto Tokyo gets the avalanche. Oh, right in the nick of time. Maybe a career sniper Collapse. He'll get something out of it. For the first 9 minutes of this game has been pretty disastrous for Team Spirit. BetBoom are doing very well across all 3 lanes, quelling the tempo that Spirit wanted to build for themselves, and still looking to collapse in onto this mid lane. But Lal gonna lose his...
I was watching the fight bottom when Raposhka died. How did he end up in the tier 3s?
I don't know. I was watching elsewhere.
All right. Okay. I just wanted to clarify.
I first saw Collapse between tier 1 and tier 2, running east, onslaughting up to the high ground and trying to TP home. No idea how that started. Maybe trying to drag a wave, but mid lane save. It's blown up. And Team Spirit starting to react to this aggression from BetBoom, making sure they are defending their objectives. Because as we've been saying, this draft from BetBoom, they get a kill, they get a tower straight after for free, basically. A kill here onto Miposhka.
There was a giant arrow just drawn down mid by Toronto Tokyo.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he just drew it straight down mid lane. So let's go. This is the play. We are pushing this. Exorcism's almost back up. This is my kind of DP. Any DP that is just like in position when the Exorcism comes back up. That's what I want to see. They wait for the rune. Unfortunately, it's an invis. Not really the best for a DP, but they're going to try and utilize it anyway to kill Yatoro.
And how do you feel about the run of Atos on DP?
Ooh, that's a sick purchase. They really have like no good jump. Because like Toronto is never going to blink. I'm sorry.
Pretty much.
He'll get a blink at like 23 minutes.
Oh, Yatoro. There we go. Avalanche toss into the Exorcism. Full spray is very annoying. Kills up the Tiny. DP. Drop pretty low there, and Yataro's still alive. Lal in trouble, though, with the Spiderlings over the top of the puck. The Broodmother opens up. Looks for Mira now as well as the Onslaught and Trample. Collapse picks up another. GPK's down, and Yataro's still alive. Pulverize there on the Pugna will bring another life to an end as Collapse gets a double kill. Team Spirit, the reactions are here. Bringing the heroes they need to win these fights around the tower is so important for them.
And you need that. When you're Bristleback isn't having like this crushing game, it's huge to be able to rotate like that.
And Bristle against this DP, those ghosts hitting into his back, causing all these cool sprays to come out. Just killed the Tiny.
I say these the drums were really strong there. Like that was kind of insane. How you can just like immediately see the impact of the drums when he's just like stomping all over them.
That's a pretty cool pickup. Yeah, phase into drums with a Windlace, and Collapse is trying to utilize it top. Tramples onto the Lone Druid, pulverize him low, a bit more damage, pure. Oh, barely into true form, but now Mira arrives. Can we finish off the bear before his teammates come in to save him? Entangling Claws, a bit of control. The Avalanche toss back. Toronto Tokyo. He's here on the Primal Beast. Collapse, 200 HP remaining, but the Onslaught gets a bit of distance away from BetBoom. Turns around, dodges the tree toss, and Toronto Tokyo trampled. My God, Collapse, what a madman.
He's so fast.
He's going to pulverize the bear now as well.
All right, I see why he's 18-2. I'm learning. I'm
Whoa.
getting it right now.
Radiant's
Wild
structures
game.
are fortified.
Mid lane, they are
Dire's
taking this
top
tower though,
is under
so
attack.
there is
Radiant's
a bit of a
middle
victory
tower
here for
is under
BetBoom.
attack. Radiant's middle tower has
Maybe a little
fallen.
late for a Brood and DP lineup, but the mid tower falls nonetheless, and there's pretty much
Dire's
no
bottom
pressure
tower
on their
is
own
under
mid tower
attack.
right now. There's also very little like ability to actually push these towers from Team Spirit this game until Bristol becomes a serious threat. And that's really at like egg.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, this big stack. Mapochka's about to hit it again though, and this is what Bristol's waiting for.
Do you think BetBoom can go and contest this? Steal it, maybe?
100%. Yeah, with spiders and exorcism, pugnas, like it can be done. Obviously, it's hard to get Brood onto that side of the map. That's the one problem, but I think they should be well aware of this. 'Cause this is what like every Bristol team does. I think he might have missed the stack though. I didn't see it, but I think he did.
I'm not too sure.
Doing my quick maths here.
I wasn't paying attention. I'm looking at a smoke from Spirit. Collapse and Miposhka out on the map again. What are these two buddies going to get up to? Now looking at GPK. Telekinesis to start things off as a coil, and maybe the attempt to snap it. There's the onslaught trample, but the save. There's the Pugna with a life drain. Stops them in their tracks, so the aggression halted. This is where Spirit looked to back up. Guard their ancients again, because Pure's Lone Druid, he was lurking with his Mask of Madness bear.
Under attack.
Oh, he's going Deso this game too. I don't think he's been doing Deso in the games I was watching.
I feel like we've seen people skip on the Mom as well. Like at the Major, we were looking at just phase boots, gloves, and Deso. Oh, mirror. Blown up. It's like the Gloves of Haste, that little add-on item. Something that kind of gives you the bonus attack speed you need. Collapse with a backstab. Lone Druid zapped down. The wraparound for the rest of BetBoom needing to claim kills here. They'll try and aim for the Rubik, but Pugna's blown up. Miposhka just dragging this DP away from the fight proper. Not going to survive, but Collapse can have another round of fighting now. The Avalanche and the Exhaust
nice.
stops him. Well done.
But I'm worth so much more.
It really is a battle of the minds, isn't it? You can see these two drafts really looking for very different things in the fight. But when they do clash and fight, you've got perfect execution from both sides.
They are happening without Brood though. And, you know, Nightfall, working on these auras. Pipe is done, in fact. And, yeah, to go back to that Deso, too, like he was building Maelstrom earlier today, but it makes sense why you go Deso in this game. Because, like, the target is Bristol. Maelstrom, like, who cares?
Dire's top
I feel like
tower
the
is
Deso is
under
going to give you way more
radiant
value.
scan.
And they have very fast growth potential
Oh, yeah.
once that's up. But Yadro got a stack. He is getting the farm that he so desperately needs, and this will put him about even with the other top heroes in the game. He'll be like 70, like 400-ish or something, probably.
After those two
Not
deaths in
actually.
lane, it felt pretty rough. He's going to get another like 300 here, right? From the
Yeah.
two big ones.
But yeah, it still pales in comparison to Nightfall, who already has 1,000 gold after finishing Pipe.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Shard is finished up here for Mira, though. Had the save gold.
Dire's top tower.
We'll see if there's any big Inkswell save plays. I mean, think about the heal on the Primal Beast while he's doing his stuff.
Yeah. It's going to be very good.
Radiant's middle tower
Mira not going to
is
get to
under
use it
attack.
for another 20 seconds, though. Swarmed by spiders. And now Nightfall is in this Ancients area, taking control of the map. Up towards top.
They've
What do we
cut
need?
the map. They've like put a perimeter. Like they're still farming behind them on Team
Dire's
Spirit,
top tower
but they sort of have like
under
a front that they're forming right now from BetBoom. This is very interesting because of how Nightfall cut over through the
Radiant's
mid.
middle tower is under
Like
attack.
you actually can't connect your teammates right now as Team Spirit. They have to just reset on the map and go over TP's home.
Yeah, you're going to come
Back
down
to
to
the
defend
tier two.
bottom. The DP in trouble, though. Under the tier 2. Pulverized. Collapse is there on top of her, but GPK's healing back up with the Spirit Siphons. The fear is there, and the bear goes to work.
Oh
Mirror
my
collapse. They're
God.
both dead. BetBoom straight over the top of Team Spirit. They filtered in one by one, losing 2 heroes and the tower.
Radiant's bottom tower.
Man,
has
he
fallen.
just got feared. Like he got ATOS'd into fear and just rooted by the bear, and Class was gone. That did not
GPK,
look like a tanky primal beast.
Arcane Rune using all those Spirit Siphons is going to feel real good. So he got an
Okay.
Arcane Rune ulti and all the Spirit Siphons. He'll be ready in a minute.
Yeah, he got hit 38 times by Exorcism and took 1,300 damage. So
Oh.
that'll get you. And that's, yeah, he is level 12 as well, so the big deeps. There's the Deso, so that's Roche. Pretty much for free.
Team Spirit need to get on with the dewarding now. BetBoom have had his vision for quite some time. They see you all coming. So they know there's 4 heroes bottom jungle. They know there's 1 hero sat mid, which is Lal. And the Puck currently sat at Witchblade. Gets the blink delivered out now. In a decent spot. But it's felt like Puck games recently kind of hit this marker where you're 20 odd minutes in, you have blink Witchblade, but she's what, 2,000 net worth behind any of her counterparts? And doesn't feel like the impact is there.
Radiant's top tower
The
is
Puck
under
sets
attack.
up for, like, I always think of, like, Nagasar. I think of, like, what hero, like, if I pick Puck, what carry can just, like, do enough damage that my coil is going to kill someone? I just think of, like, Nagasar and all her illusions. Bristol doesn't really strike the same fear in the enemies for me. But again, we're still waiting on the eggs.
That's true.
Sort of when he turns on.
Oh, pure tumble. Tries to get a bit closer with his bear. And there we are. Rod of Atos from GPK will help out. So one good thing, Team Spirit have got bot lane pushed out. They held mid for a little bit, pushing top, trying to make it a little more awkward for Roche to be taken by BetBoom. But awkward doesn't cut it. they are in the pit.
We're going to go with 1911. There's no exorcism. It's way slower than I thought. Now that it's
halfway through.
contestable,
Oh, collapse.
we're going to go kill some heroes instead.
Yeah, Toronto Turkey's found him. Look at that magic damage. So much suck. Spirit Siphon, Life Drain into the Decrep Primal Beast. And this is it's difficult times when you don't have that BKB. We like the drums, the phase, the wind lace, this movement speed from the Primal Beast. But it's delayed that magic immunity.
Ooh. That's a problem.
A big one at that.
The constant control. Avalanche, Atos, and you're just constantly going for the life drain the entire time. Now GPK stealing your ancients.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Stacked by Rubik. Thank you.
Radiant's
Easy
top
money.
tower is under attack.
And Yatoro does have that Ags and he's working on his BKB. Just a question of how he can get involved in the fights, actually.
Dire's bottom
Perhaps.
tower is under attack.
The Dagger of Ristool. enough. Active
yes.
item, by the way, guys. Don't forget to click that thing.
Radiant's
Was it 40
top tower
bonus
is under
damage?
attack.
Yeah. If only it was attack speed. That would be a Bristol item.
Dire are scanning.
Oh man, Toronto Tokyo.
Radiant's top
He's
tower
trying.
has fallen.
Imagine if Grovebo was Spell Amp. That would be sick. for Bristol.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
But it's magic. Bad.
That is a bit upsetting. And
Dire's
this
bottom
is
tower
BetBoom's
under
draft
attack.
coming to fruition, right? Just
Radiant's
poking
middle tower
towers.
has
Not
fallen.
really a care in the world. Everyone's so tanky.
They're so one-dimensional, and it does not matter.
But
I
now,
feel like
now all the
like
towers
you
are dead.
win, like-
What do you do?
Oh, I was gonna say, I feel like you win like 8 out of 10 pubs that you 5-stack and do this.
Yeah, I
Like,
mean,
this
it's-
was like the plague on the US West for a while. There'd be stacks of people that just did this.
oh, they saw collapse. Oh, he still doesn't have BKB either. Onslaught cancelled. Another Rod of Atos catches the Primal Beast. And Collapse getting tossed around. Little plastic dino toy.
Dire's courier.
Gets a courier kill on his way out. Pulverized for good measure. And there's the end of him. And Pure slays Niposhka. Back in that mid lane. Yatoro gonna kill off the bear with the help of Mira. And the resummons there, and Pure will have backup coming soon.
Yeah, thankfully the team has killed
Dire's
Yataro's
top
backup,
tower
so
is under attack.
here can rest easy there. Feeling a bit greedy today with his boots and branches to go with his shard on the main hero.
3 too many items.
Clearly.
I think the Bristle's shown he can kill the bear. Stack up the nasal goo on him and just give him the clicks.
Dire's
Only when the
top
bear's
tower is
isolated,
under
though.
attack.
Looks like Lal kind of relegated to split pushing. Bought himself a Kaya. Yes, a good bit of damage on that tier 2 top. Then you look at the rest of the map. Bottom lane cut by Spiderlings and the bear down bottom. Mid lane just being shoved in. Collapse trying to clear the waves. The potential high ground attempt here with an avalanche toss. Toronto Tokyo can't get the catch on to Collapse. So now the turnaround with Soul Blind. Attempted pulverize, but Toronto Tokyo's out. Had enough to back him up and save him, while Mira not so lucky. Caught out by GPK.
Pure has been so good this game with the fears.
Yeah, GPK. Was that a Blink Dagger DP? Straight on top of the Primal Beast. Oh, they got plenty of damage. Kill him off quickly. Coil's going to snap on the Spirit Bear. I'm not sure if there's no resummon for 30 seconds, so Pure is going to have to walk this one off. A minute left on Aegis, while GPK losing a lot of HP, but save. The life drain. Keeping the Death Prophet alive. Away they go, back up the staircase. BetBoom, they poked the beast. They forced a buyback out of Mira. That's going to stop their high ground push for now, though.
Man, that is crazy that they can't even punish that, though. Like, it looked like a good situation for Team Spirit. Like, they're on the low ground there. Bristol is getting all the stacks going. There's goo all over the place. Doesn't matter. They're too strong right now. They have to let them go. Let them walk away there. Blinks, glimmers, sustain, auras. And GPK going for a Shiva's next as well here. Well, it'll be a while till he gets it, but it's just going to amplify everything again here in terms of just the safety that they have.
Like everyone covers everybody. There's no like actual saving hero like you used to have those Oracle, IO, Warlock, Undying, whatever. One heals the other, Shadow Demon disrupts the other one. In this game, it's just everyone's so innately tanky or has ways of saving themselves. Pipe and Greaves on Nightfall. Tossbacks from Tiny. Like Toronto Tokyo, just 2 deaths in this game so far. He's got Blink Gem now, feeling pretty happy. I heard someone say he'd never get Blink this game.
Hey, I said 23 minutes. Yeah, but yeah, you're right. I got that a little faster than expected.
He's doing very well. And a catch here onto Miposhka. Down goes the Rubik. They're just swarming around as 5. And yeah, you're right. It's very reminiscent of that old school 5-man mid, pick Pugna, Lone Druid, Kotl, Nature's Prophet kind of style, right? You are one-dimensional. You are running down lanes. But if you don't have an answer to stop it, Puck is trying with a split push kind of play. That's just so difficult.
It's like, my draft might be stupid, but if you're losing to it, perhaps you're even stupider.
It's not stupid if it works, right?
If it's just one-dimensional, you know exactly what I'm going to do. Does not matter. If my bear is still on the high ground hitting your buildings. Oh my god, look at this thing go.
Alright, he's wailing away at it. Glyph comes 7 HP. That's the last glyph of the Team Spirit base. Alright, Lone Druid Bear getting gone on. Savage Roar and speeds away, 533 move speed. TP's back home to safety. Gonna pick up the remaining pieces of his Assault Cuirass and go back up. Hey, just bunkered down in your base now. Little sheep without a shepherd. Got wolves nipping at your heels.
They're trying to make something happen here. There's an Invis rune.
Was it you that were... Oh, Team Spirit. Got a catch on Pugna. Oh, the save has... Glimmer Cave, the onslaught comes, collapse. He gets the damage needed. But now a bit of dangerous situation under this tier 1. Can BetBoom retaliate? Looks like the answer's no. Was it you that we were discussing the reverse of turtling with? Was it someone else?
What about it?
A full-blown discussion of like sharks in the water against the, when you're turtling, you're hiding in your base, right? That's the animal personification of it.
Has
And we were talking about like sharks in the water kind of circling people, and then we came up with border collies. People who are the ones that are forcing you to turtle are the border collies, kind of, you know, hedging you in, putting you in these little pens.
Are they, yeah, they're like
The
sheep herders, I
sheepdogs.
guess.
The sheepdogs, yeah.
Sheepdogs. Okay, all right. No, that was not me. I
Okay.
like it though. It's pretty good. I like shepherd's pie. I just had a shepherd's pie.
Oh, did you have a shepherd's pie or a cottage pie?
A shepherd's pie.
With lamb?
What's a? Well, no, we still call it shepherd's pie even if it's not
Okay.
lamb. It was actually a veg. It was lentils. It's a lentil shepherd pie. So it was
So
I don't know what you call that. It's a
doubly
vegan's pie.
Vegan
Yeah.
pie. Oh, down goes Collapse. Hey, you've got a coil on Nightfall here and some Nasal Goose stacking, the Soul Bind and a double silence. Yatoro goes in with the Inkswell and the BKB, but he's aiming for Toronto Tokyo. That's just to support Tiny, and he's struggling to kill him. He can't even finish the job. Toronto Tokyo just too powerful. Now Yatoro's the one on the run away from the bear. Lal was thinking about jaunting over with his orb, and Collapse had to buy back to try and extend this fight. Well, 20 seconds remains on the clock for Roshan.
I just think Yadro couldn't bring himself to do it. You know, he just saw a little buddy there. It's like, you know, Toronto Tokyo. We've been through so much together.
You think it was an emotional thing?
It was an emotional save, yeah. that wasn't actually saving. That was you know, feelings.
I see.
Yeah.
Dire's
Right in the
bottom tower
fields.
is under attack.
Well, there's Roche respawn.
Dire
The big
are
man with his
scanning.
Aegis and his shard. And Team Spirit here. They brought back and collapsed. They smoked out of their base. They're still looking for an opportunity to just grasp at straws to get back in this game. Very tight-knit group up here from BetBoom. All five together in the mid
Tokyo.
lane. And the jump
Yeah.
from Toronto and Tokyo finds the puck into the Savage Roar combo. Collapsing with his BKB. And they saw Bind pulverize onto the Tiny. But again, they just can't do anything.
I don't think they have any damage.
They severely lack damage, yeah. Yatoro is lacking
another
mana
toss
now.
coming here in a second, or what are we doing? Do you guys really want to be near this?
That's just so much vision for BetBoom. They're seeing the triangle, they're seeing the mid lane, and now
The spiders
Roshan's
are
alive.
killing their wards as well.
Oh, nasty stuff. So what did we have? We had Lal buy back, Collapse bought back. Mira has a minute and a half left on his timer. Another big fight here for BetBoom could just seal the deal.
Remember, they chose to play versus Broodmother. To reiterate, they chose this, and I think Broodmother has been the biggest problem in this game. Like, I do think Pure has played extremely well in this lone druid. I think that his fears have been on point. He's won a lot of fights, but I also think that they were kind of holding their own as 4 versus 5, and then Brood got the Brood game. I don't think that Bristle really mattered. I think she still controlled her space on the map that she likes to, and Nightfall just like transitioned that across the map into the Ancients, took that over, and has been very involved with these auras. I really think it's been the key piece here. So definitely not expecting to see this again next game.
Yeah, I mean,
No matter what happens, even if they come back in this game, just don't.
it's felt like it's a perfect Brood game, and Nightfall is playing with,
Has been
you know,
killed.
some AI computer, right? Just like algorithmic, systematic, everything's perfectly slotting into place. Tier 1, Tier 2 bot. You pointed out, what, 15, 16 minutes in when they swung up to that kind of top between the Tier 1 and Tier 2 area to cut them off, make sure there was no pressure on the map, no connection from the rest of the Team Spirit heroes. That's been very smooth.
And man, remember Collapse was like owning too?
Yeah.
He was just unstoppable. He was really trying to flex his way
Dire's
around.
bottom tower is under attack.
I think part of the problem was that they just didn't have another hero to play into that. But, you know, speaking of which, Yadoro, he is in. He's buying the item.
Dire's bottom
Is that
tower is
a
under attack.
Radiance?
I'm not sure.
The nullifier, right? Against the decrypt?
I think it's Nullifier, but I'm also wondering. I'm doing the math in my head of what's more where now I just go
Radiant's
Nullifier. All right,
middle
play it
tower
safe.
He had the helm queued up, but yeah, okay.
I mean, Nullifier makes a lot of sense versus Bugger, but at the same time,
Now he can focus on one target and kill them. Trouble
I
is,
guess
Lone
it's good
Druid.
versus Lone Druid as well, kind of.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Can you dispel off the
You
buff
would-
of Savage Roar?
Yeah, you can. But you're also probably feared when it's happening, so I don't know if it's...
Yeah.
Oh, there you go. He throws it on the bear anyway.
And then life drain is there. Well, let's go, Yatoro. Inkswell's on you. Have a crack, mate. Go on, Bristleback, turn around. Not really able to do too much.
Waving at him.
Yeah. Pure doesn't give a damn. So they get top melee, tier 3 down in mid, and Exo is ready with a blink dagger here for GPK to jump on a target that he desires. Team Spirit with a lot of work to do to come back into game 1. The bear kill. Good start.
I think Tron Tokyo is just going to throw someone.
Or one of his teammates in, or one of the enemies
No,
out?
an enemy. Although he's no Force Staff because he's trying to go for a BKB instead. I feel like he could just buy Force Staff right now and like crack this base open though.
Slow and steady. BetBoom get the melee barracks. Get the outpost again. And Team Spirit with a smoke to try and relieve some of this pressure from themselves and go for a play outside of their base. Because they know if BetBoom get to the staircase, they have to forfeit their buildings. Where's
Good
Collapse
scan.
going?
Kind of, they're on the money here. The scan didn't hit, but they're correct with it.
Blink Avalanche. Toss in, and GPK blinks onto the Rubik, aiming for the squishier targets. Try and pick them off first. Miposh gonna have a buyback. They might just be game over at this point. Both supports obliterated. Lal in trouble as well. Having to orb jaunt up to the northwest. And Yaturo's cutting waves.
Yatoro got the wave.
Yeah. There's still a wave in the base though. Comes straight in, the bear just cleaves through the building. GPK with his BKB takes down Miposhka for a second time. Yatoro charging in towards Nightfall, nullifies him, call snaps. Nightfall about to die. The Broodmother finally dead, and Yatoro with Collapse now on top of the Tiny, and the partner now finding a triple kill for the Bristleback. They've got something. This game's not over yet. Maybe the bear kill. Get the bear. Pure. The nasal goo.
Relax. Yeah, the
Oh, they
spacing.
dodge.
Nice spacing.
Dodge the Savage Roar. The bear's gonna die.
He might get one more. Oh, not quite. Too much damage to the trample. Okay.
Dire's
We just gotta do that like 5 more times.
And take the next Roche.
Yeah, game's good. Good news is the Aegis will be mostly done with by the time everyone's back and ready on BetBoom. All right, I'm impressed. And maybe they went like perhaps a little crazy there for dives, killing everyone near the fountain.
Just a little bit deep. Yeah. And people are pinging out the tier 3s, like, why aren't we just hitting the building? GPK just blinks past everything. Did Collapse buy what he had queued? He did. So, Boots of Bearing with the phase boots.
Nice, double boots.
He's got how many legs?
I think only.
Wait. Wait, Primal Beast only has 2 legs?
Yeah.
How does this center of gravity work?
He's got big hips.
But look at how he's angled.
Yeah, he's got a, you know, there's something under that armor, buddy, that's, you know.
So it's just the tail is the counterweight? His tail
Yeah,
must be made out of dark matter or something.
Yeah, it's just the tail.
Jeez. I don't know why I thought Primal Beast had 4 legs. And I realized, hang on, he's got 2 legs and 2 arms. Well,
Maybe it's because you're a 4 eyes there, Mr. Glasses.
oh yeah, there we
Got him.
go.
Boom roasted, yeah.
The high school
Elementary school.
God,
Guys, I got him, man. Got him so good.
You're gonna call me Ginger as well next, or what? Freckle
Like
freckle
kids.
face, 4 eyes. Yeah, there we go. Saves Pugnup. And then caught out on the Savage Roar. Perfect onto Collapse and Lal. Save does die to Yatoro, but now the Bristlebacks are surrounded by 5 members of BetBoom. Save's gonna buy back as Collapse and Yatoro charge onto the Tiny. The backstab from Lal came back into play as well. They've slowed down Pure and his bear. And Team Spirit looking to escape. The side device is there. GBK gets the catch. And Yatoro dead with no buyback.
The guerrilla warfare was working. They were picking them off, maybe escaping.
are scanning.
Damn. I mean, it is still a net worth gain for them, but yeah, the lack of
Radiant's
burst
top
back in the
barracks
next 65
has
seconds is
fallen.
going to be a big problem.
This is a funny game. I just like, if I'm playing this game, I'm just constantly saying meme game. It's a meme game. Don't care if I win or lose. It's a meme game. Enemy has hardcore push. We've got a bristleback. GPK diving again. He wants Mira real bad, and with the Scythe of Ice should be able to claim it. Takes him down, collapse, stands his ground, pulverizes GPK's DP, but lol. A double kill handed over to the Death Prophet. No buyback on the Bristle or the Grimstroke. Lars Puck does have the ability to return to the battle. But now your buildings are in danger. Everything's being pummeled as Nightfall and Pure open up on the structures. They're dragged back into the fountain and killed, but he's got to resummon to go to work on the tier 4s now. Toss back from Toronto Tokyo. Catches the puck. Lol, what's your escape route? Back to fountain. But your base is in disarray. 5 seconds left for 2 supports to respawn. And collapse with his BKB. Expends it all. Now he's trapped, stuck in the route. Dead, and looks like it's going to be game over. Throne falling, and BetBoom take game 1.
GG is called, and although it took 38 minutes, felt pretty over quite a long time ago as BetBoom successfully take their run it down lineup and run away with game number 1.
Yeah, absolutely did. I mean, a lot of great fighting from Spirit. You mentioned Collapse's impact in the first 15 minutes was pretty spectacular. Just being able to hold on. Yatoro with, 2 deaths in the laning phase. Felt like his game was over, but he recovered with some ancient stacks. It was difficult for Lal to find his place in the game, though, it felt.
Yeah, what were they missing? I guess the double range support duo put a lot of pressure on Collapse to be the only one who's like initiating moves early on in the game. It's like, or otherwise Puck just has to be the first one in every time with Dream Coil. That can be a bit tough. We didn't really get the full power of this Inkswell and jumping in onslaught and combo. They felt like they weren't able to get those fights. And part of it comes down to the Lone Druid. The Lone Druid was such a good pick. Like, I know that the Brood sort of carried this game in the way that it was a good bookend of a draft. Like the 2 best picks I think were the Brood first and the Lone Druid last, because they couldn't pressure the safe laner at all.
Yeah.
And if you pick a duo that's dedicated to pressuring the safe laner and then stepping off of that to do all the other objectives in the game, you can't do that versus Lone Druid. He just won't be stopped.
Yeah, because you were asking at the end of the draft, who's good against the Primal Beast, and I was thinking about support heroes because I didn't really consider any core ones, and Pure with that Lone Druid counteracted that Primal Beast and Grimstroke very, very nicely. And BetBoom had a one-dimensional draft, but coming out with a victory in the end. Take game 1, so we'll have a quick break, and game 2 coming your way right after this.